But I want that young brother to know that too, because is that your wife too? I love it. So you married her legally. That's a real man right there. You know, let me ask you a question. You married her, right? But my question is this. Have you been built up in God's laws enough to know how to guide her biblically?
I think so.
Okay, now let me show you. So you got the willing spirit. So you know why I'm going to deal with you? And I ain't forgot about you. Stay right there. You know why I'm going to deal with you? Because you are the leader of your house. I don't need to address her. I will address the leader. I'm going to show you something. Give me 1 Corinthians 11. Hold Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. One of the things that we as so-called black men have honestly forgotten, and that's through slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, all of these things, we've lost it, is that God gave us laws on how to deal with both our brothers and our wives. In the Christian church, I'm going to use myself as an example, I was in that, and unfortunately, I was very much misguided. So I had to learn what the Bible actually said. And I'm going to share that with you today. And I want you, as the leader, don't just dismiss what I'm saying. You go back and research it for you. That's what a leader does. He says, you know what? This man presented me something that could potentially strengthen my family. Let me go research. And if it's true, and God said to do it, I'm going to change. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3.
Listen good.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The Bible says that the head, meaning the leader of every man, is Christ. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Because this is a family affair here. You see what I'm saying? Strange nations walk through us. This is a family affair. You understand that? Read it again.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head means the leader. Because guess what? There is a structure with God. And that man did not provide that for you, and you should get away from him. I agree with that. Read on, come on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the Israelite woman is the man. So now I'm going to ask your wife a question, if I may. Who's your head? No. So, listen, I'm going to show you slavery's destroyed us. Who's your head? See, you're not listening. You're not listening. Read it again. You be quiet for 1 second, mama. Read it again.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So read it again.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
It says that the head of every man is Christ. So I'm going to ask, watch this. Who's your leader? Who's your head? I want you to speak. Who's your head, brother? Christ. See how easy that was? Read on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
There was a man named Willie Lynch that destroyed black people systematically. To the point where right now we stand here, and this is what we're dealing with. Sister, who's your head? I like it. Read it again. She got it. Read it again.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. So our leader as the Israelite man is Jesus Christ. Now let me say this. There is a confusion in the land of the identity of the most popular person that ever lived. It ain't George Burns and it ain't doggone Muhammad Ali. It's Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ has a biblical description, which I'm going to deal with in a minute. Dark like you with white hair. That's the Jesus of the Bible. And he didn't come for all races and nations. You mark my words. Read on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So the man, which is your husband, is your leader. And I'm proud of you that you married your woman. Because what happens is too many black men do not do that. They're weak.
Right.
And you know what? You've taken the first step, and I commend you for that. But there's more. There's more. There's more. Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
Even Christ, the black Messiah, has a leader he reports to. Right. Read in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter. Now, get me laws. I want to show you something, brother. So I deal with this. What's your name again? Can I put my arm around you real quick? I dealt with my sister earlier, right? And I was getting on her real good. She was listening. Be quiet over there, all right? Listen good. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5.
Listen.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Slavery has destroyed us to the point where I'm going to show you. In this, if we were to go turn back the times 65 to 70 years ago, right here on Canal Street, right here, you know what you would see? Nothing but black women with long dresses and covering everything up. Right here. This used to be a predominantly black city. Right here on this street. 65 years later, what do we have? Confusion amongst the 12 tribes. Read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So watch this. It says that the woman shall not wear things pertaining to the man. So you as the leader of the house, because she acknowledged that, you have to say, you know what, sweetheart, really, we've learned wrong. And you're not supposed to wear things pertaining to a man. And this is the reason why. Now, it's not a shot at your wife, right? You and me can pull something out of our zipper. That's what it was designed for. You know that, right? So she doesn't have that. Do you see the logic? How it doesn't make sense? For example, you and your wife, you might take vacations, and you decide you go to whatever, Russia, Central America, what another country where she don't know the language, you don't know the language. I use this zipper all the time. So, and it's time, okay, sweetheart, we're gonna eat dinner here. You go your way real quick. We'll meet up in 20 minutes, get a drink at the bar, and we're gonna go out, right? So she's in a country, she don't understand the language. She knows exactly what door to go for the bathroom, right? Why does she know that? And the woman got the dress to the door. And think about it. On the day that women get married, what they want to look the most prettiest, right? And the most feminine, it's okay. And what do they have on? The dress. So you know that it's spiritual on that day. You would never wear pants on that day. You would never allow that, right? You would raise hell, right? If they say, hey, sweet, hey sis, we got you a nice tuxedo to wear, we got you half off. You'd be like, you better get that garbage out, bring him out a nice long dress. And you didn't wear no hoochie dress, right? You wore a nice long because you wanted to feel like an important woman. Now read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
The Holy Bible is easy to be entreated. It's easy to understand. Christianity is lied to you, black men and black women. Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Because let's flip it. And not picking on her or the sister or anybody else. What happens is this. Me and you walk in the house and I got a damn bra and a dress on. She gonna look at you like you got 6 heads, right, sister? So that's the way God looks at y'all. You sisters, listen, I'm not attacking you. That wear pants, God looks at you out of order. But guess what's an easy fix? I'm gonna give you an example. All of our wives here in purple, all used to wear pants. All of them. I had to go to my wife. My wife, look, you can't do this no more. Guess what? All the jeans, got rid of them. And we started to buy dresses for her. Same thing with these brothers right here. Same thing. And now all of our wives wear long dresses. They cover up their bosom. And that's the way black women were always supposed to dress. And they did it in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Today, and it's not an attack, you see black women walking around showing their body. It is wrong. So how do we fix it? We starts with the black marriage. You started that. And it's not just that law. She has to change.
Right.
You have to convince her that God said it. Let me show you something else. I'm going to show you something else. And I have to touch the basic laws. In New Orleans, Louisiana, this is one of the cuisine capitals of the South. Can I say that? Y'all, right? And they're not known for their pot roast. Can I say that? New Orleans, Louisiana is known for what cuisines? Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about it. They're known for their, no place in the earth sell more crawfish than down here. Nobody. Nobody. Maybe southern Mississippi a close second. So, there are laws that you have to teach her as the head about things to eat. There are laws on dresses. There's laws on skincare. There's laws on that. And I'm going to share basics with you because the Lord got you here for a reason. I'm celebrating the fact that you're married. Black people don't do that. If anything, bro, these niggas out here is trying to look at your woman. Do you understand that? We want you to be strong to get her covered up. Get her more presentable with God. You already did the right part, that part. You got to teach her the laws on how to eat. We teach our wives. Read.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Now, She said before, she knows that it's not right to eat certain things. But I didn't go over this law with you. Start with the seeds.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9.
You know what? One thing about me is I used to talk like, I got a headache when I talk fast. So I'm going to slow down. I'm going to become a true southerner like y'all. Ray, come on.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
Now, this part here is, you ever heard that? It's elementary, dear Watson. You ever heard that? It's elementary, dear Watson. Sherlock Holmes, right? Sherlock Holmes is probably black, by the way. Read, come on.
Whatsoever had fins and scales
Read
in
it
the
again.
waters.
I make a corny joke of it. Read it again.
Whatsoever had fins and scales.
So God the Father, who wrote with the pen of God to Moses, said, these are all that you eat in the waters. Meaning streams, brooks, lakes, bayous, creeks. Y'all know that, right? Come on.
Whatsoever had fins and scales.
Stop, read it again.
Whatsoever.
Whatsoever is all inclusive. That means everything. That means, see, black people, what we do is we try to get it out, but he ain't say that. Read it again.
Whatsoever.
Whatsoever. Now you can't say a damn thing. I can't say a damn thing. Read on.
Have fins and scales.
Now, what are the 2 requirements for you to teach your wife about everything she should eat going forward? There's 2 requirements. Read it again.
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
And scales. Being a wise man is now discernible. Well, sweetheart, like let's say you like crab. Let's just say she likes crab. Well, sweetheart, the Lord says you gotta have fins and scales. I know that me and you both used to like that, but the Lord said to stop. So that's repentance. So now we know we can go down the list. That's for you to learn. Well, I can't have a catfish because it has fins but no scales. I can't have a lobster because it doesn't have fins or scales. I can't have an oyster. And what they do is the Caucasian benefactors of slavery. That's what they are. Caucasians that walk around here are the benefactors of your forefathers' free labor.
Right.
The benefactors of slavery, those people, they're the ones that own the restaurants that push unclean foods to the black community.
Right.
For example, crawfish, shrimp is huge down here. Crab, catfish is even the biggest. I come from up north. I never even knew catfish is huge down here.
Right.
No more. You have to stop. But and women, with all due respect, yeah, they're not as strong as men. That's why I'm being her hedge right now. I'm like, hey, listen, quiet. I'll grab up and squeeze her real quick. You gotta do the same thing with her. Look, I'm the man. God put me in charge of you. Acknowledge that. We're gonna change this and that. So a couple things you learn, and I know it's hard because a lot of your wardrobe, her wardrobe is probably pants. Sister, listen to your husband. You gotta stop. And you know why? And when you wear a dress, trust me, you feel elegant. You feel like a woman's supposed to feel. When you wear pants, whether you know what the first thing to tell you when a woman get a yeast infection? You know what the first thing, I'm gonna tell you, since you acting surprised right now. Hold up. The first thing they'll tell you when you get a yeast infection is stop wearing pants and wear a dress and let it breathe. Literally. I'm a liar. Exactly. Read it again. See, I like her. Read it again.
Don't. Leviticus chapter 11 verse 9.
Hold up. You ain't got nowhere to go. Read it again.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
These that you eat with all that are in the waters. Come on.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters. Come on.
In the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Numbers 15:37. Let me show you something. See these little funny things that are on our garments? A lot of people say, well, what is that funny thing on your garment? We wear them at our jobs and around the grocery stores. People ask us all the time. Because black people, the Israelites, we always need to be reminded. God knew your spirit. Because if not, you trip and fall up. Oh, I didn't mean that. Then you're having sex with another woman. Oh, I had it. We forget God's laws.
Right.
This is a reminder, and you need to start doing this. And remind yourself and your wife, and you need to do it too. I'm going to get one of them big spirals and start bopping you in the head. Read, come on.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 38.
Listen good. Hey, listen, read.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Brother, you are not black. You're not African American. You are an Israelite. And the Lord is speaking to you as you walk away. Read.
And bid them
And bid them, that means order them. Bid them, tell them what to do. Read on.
that they make them fringes
Fringes, these things you see here. Come on.
in the borders of their garments
We got them on the borders of our... Why? Why did we put them there? Read.
throughout their generation.
You are going to have children one day if you don't already have them. You need to teach your generation, the next generation, to remember the commandments of the Lord. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
I got a ribbon of blue. He got a ribbon of blue to remind us of what? Listen.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe,
Come on.
that ye may look upon it,
And do what?
and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
Look upon it to do what?
Remember all the commandments of the Lord.
It's time to stand up, brother. Brother, go to the site. You're the leader of your family. You follow your husband. You understand that? I hope that IUIC edified you today, brother. All right?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.